I got my Christian blood. Mmm, spicy, delicious.
Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going over Rabbi Shmuley, also known as Rabbi Buttplug, calling me an anti-Semite. We're going to go into why he called me an anti-Semite, why he's full of shit, and why Rabbi Shmuley is really a terrible human being, and why you should not support him. So Rabbi Shmuley is calling me an anti-Semite because of an article I wrote, which is called Zionist Rabbi Shmuley Doubles Down on Sexual Depravity. Now, I'll link this article below if you want to read it, but yeah, so pretty much what the article argues is that Rabbi Shmuley selling sex toys with his daughter and selling his new book, Kosher Sex for Anti-Semites, is very degenerate, and it's mostly just a marketing ploy to get as many people to see him as possible. If you don't know Rabbi Shmuley, he's been begging for donations on multiple social media platforms. He even used the assassination of Charlie Kirk in order to beg for donations. So this is really the type of person this guy is. He's a grifter. He wants to use every opportunity he can possible to make money, including over degenerate things. As you can see here, he is with his daughter selling a dildo. So that's why I call him personally the dildo dealer in this article. I don't know if that made him angry, but that's pretty much what I outlined in this article. He has a bunch of ploys, or I guess jabs, to try to get people who are way more famous than him angry or riled up. For example, he said to Tucker Carlson that it'll give him a $500 gift card to his website Kosher Sex. Definitely don't go there unless you want to find some really degenerate, disgusting things, of course. But yeah, he also said that he'd give a 50% discount to avowed Jew haters. And I think one of the things which really made him mad in this article is I called him out because Rabbi Shmuley, he's the type who says if you criticize Israel at all, you're an anti-Semite. So I simply pointed out that more and more Americans are turning against Israel across the political spectrum. So if we apply his own version of anti-Semitism, he might be giving most people in America a 50% discount. And so that's what he chose to highlight in all of his different posts. But so yeah, what does this show us? Okay, well, it shows that someone who has 243 followers on Twitter as of right now can make an impact and can piss off people like Rabbi Shmuley, who I remember at the time when I posted this article and when he posted his response, the very next thing that he was posting on his social media feed was him dining with Benjamin Netanyahu. So clearly attacking these people, they see it. Okay, even if they're in influential positions. And a lot of these people like Rabbi Shmuley, they're very soft people. They get very personally offended when you criticize them for doing things which are obviously disgusting, such as selling sex toys with your daughter when you're supposed to be a man of faith, when you're supposed to be a rabbi. So yeah, essentially Rabbi Shmuley got very mad at me. I think he also got mad at me because I talked about in my article, which is actually a response to his article over here, where he was promoting his new book, Kosher Sex for Anti-Semites. He threw some jabs at Catholics and Muslims. And so he was talking about how in the Catholic Church, there's been a lot of sexual abuse, which is obviously true. But I also brought up the fact that they have instances in the Jewish community of babies getting their penis sucked after circumcision. It's actually a fringe religious practice. So I was simply pointing out that if you look at a bunch of different religions, you can find weird sex stuff, and that none of this stuff is good. So I think that might have annoyed him a little bit as well. So I was also talking about how he was attacking Muslims. That was the second religion after Catholics, which he attacked. And so he was saying that the reason why Muslims hate Israel and sometimes even Jews is because that they are sexually frustrated. So the most obvious reason, which I think is the real reason why a lot of Muslims hate Israel, is because Israel is genociding their Palestinians. Palestinians are mostly Muslim, they're Arabs. So obviously you're going to feel some sort of sympathy to your person of your same religious faith, especially if they're being killed en masse by a government who's occupying their land, who's oppressing them. So I just think that this is very simple, but Rabbi Shmuley, he wants to make it Freudian. He wants to talk about how this is because people are sexually repressed. But I mean, clearly Rabbi Shmuley should do some more sexual repression, because I don't know what type of demons that you'd have to let out of yourself in order to like open a sex shop with your daughter. It seems like whatever that is in Rabbi Shmuley, he should really keep it suppressed, because I don't think most people have that. Like, I don't think most people have this inkling that like, oh, I need to open a sex shop with my daughter. Like, I don't think that's a very natural impulse, but for some reason Rabbi Shmuley has it. Obviously he got very mad at me for pointing it out. And so yeah, at the end of the day, these people, they really do hear what you say on social media, even if you don't have that much of a reach. Like, they do hear what you say. They're very sensitive people. And when you call them out on this sort of thing, like, it really does make a difference. It gets in their head. You live rent free in their head. I mean, he posted about me on 3 different platforms. Like, if that doesn't scream, I live rent free in this guy's head, what does? So at the end of the day, you guys keep on pissing off these Zionists, these disgusting people who support killing babies, who support sexual degeneracy. Keep on pissing these people off because they really deserve it. And And on top of that, follow me on Twitter for more articles that piss a lot of people off. You know, I think that they're really good articles. I'll plug it below in the description. But yeah, follow me on Twitter, like and subscribe on this video, and thank you very much for watching.